Hello, this is Wilzo, and today we have a flawless free-for-all and ambush. Now, I'm using the P90 with the silencer, bandolier, stop and power, and dead silence. And the reasons for these perks will be explained in a minute, but first I just want to say that on this video there is actually no sound of the game, and that's because, well, for a reason I'll explain in a sec. Anyway, for the perks, I was using bandolier because I didn't want to run out of ammo. Stop and power, that's self-explanatory. You get that little three-piecer. Dead silence, so no one could hear my footsteps, and this was very important. And it's also so I couldn't hear my own footsteps, because basically what I was doing in this match was just to try and sound whore the enemies out, and so I could take them out. And basically, if you don't know what sound whoring is, it's basically just listening to the sound of the enemy's footsteps and then surprising them when they're not expecting you and taking them out, basically. And that's all sound whoring is. It's a very, very effective tactic, although there are some certain things that you may need to do you may need to have, to do it. First of all, you can't do this with just ordinary TV volume, unless maybe have it very loud. Now, what you need to do is either have a surround sound, like surround sound speakers in your room with a TV volume, although this can be pretty expensive, so it's better to just use a gaming headset, because using a gaming headset, then you have the sound coming out the headset and you also have the microphone for your trash talking online, which is nice. And the one I use, which I've had for about a week and a half now, is the Triton AX720 headsets. I don't know why it's a plural. I think it is. I might be wrong there. And they are very good. I mean, it has a mix amp to emulate 5.1 Dolby surround sound, and it just sounds amazing in your ears, and you can really pick up on footsteps. For example, that range about there, I could probably just hear him walking. Although on COD 4 it is much easier to sound whore for some reason. First of all, you can still hear dead silence slightly, whereas Ninja Pro is just 100% silent, and you can't hear it at all. Whereas on COD 4 you can still slightly hear dead silence, although it's obviously still way quieter than just people without dead silence. And I didn't want to hear my own footsteps, which is why I was using it. So yeah, I get the helicopter, but I don't actually call it in yet. Now usually my policy with the helicopter is either I call it in after I die, or I call it in at a 15 kill streak. But there are a few exceptions to this. The main one being that if it's right near the end of the game, then I may as well just call it in, because I might not die again. Or if I do die, then the game's just going to be over anyway, so I may as well just call it in to get a few extra kills. Or maybe, and I wouldn't do this on Modern Warfare 2, because when you do call in a kill streak after you die, it won't count towards your new kill streak, and so there's not much point in it. It's only really for COD 4. And obviously on Modern Warfare 2 you want to build up to your next kill streaks, like chopper gunners and AC-130s, the big ones. Now here there are two guys in this building, and then one of them knives the other, and then the one that knifed him, gets killed by his martyrdom, so there wasn't much point in me going up there. Anyway, my main tactic for this match was just to hold down an area of the map, mainly just the whole side of the map to the south of just the middle area. I don't know, it's like a road basically, with all the tanks on fire and stuff. And that was basically what I did. And as you can see, where I spawned, the area around that, near that MG house, and the area where the JCB is, or the Bobcat if you're American, that was basically the areas I was holding down. And yeah, it was a pretty normal tactic. I think I sort of covered it in my flawless TDM on Scrapyard. Well, this was different because it's free for all, so I had to cover from more angles because people just spawn anywhere really. Although the COD 4 spawn system is better than Modern Warfare 2, so it's not as bad as on Modern Warfare 2, where people can just like spawn right behind you or right out your ass. And anyway, recently I put out a montage. It's called Assassin, and the clips are from both COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2. So if you'd like to go check that out, it'd be greatly appreciated. Maybe just give the video a like, and you can also give this one a like while you're at it. I think I'll put a link to it in the description, and I think it's probably going to be my featured video on my channel for a while. So if you just click my channel, you'll be able to see it at the top of the page. And before you say the editing's really bad or whatever, I don't really care about editing at all, if I'm quite frank. I didn't like sync the music or anything. Now the main reason I didn't do this was because A, I didn't really know how, well I could probably figure it out. B, I actually put the music on after I'd put all the clips and transitions on, so there wouldn't have been much point in like just undoing all my work to just maybe do some syncing, because yeah, I actually chose the music at the very last minute. Anyway, here I've got one more kill to finish the round, because it's only 25 kills for a free-for-all victory on COD 4, where it's 30 on Modern Warfare 2. And I was getting a bit scared here. See, I was like shooting that guy, but then I missed him. And I see this guy on the radar, and I just take him out for the finish. And that is the end of that flawless free-for-all. It's actually the first time I've ever done that, but I never really play free-for-all. Anyway, if you could give the video a like I said, that'd be great. Thank you, and good day.